may very much not have a leg to stand on with what I'm about to say because I do not yet have children of my own, but someone's got to say it, and I feel like for some reason, somehow, some way, I have more common sense than the people who do, because why every time is a man outed as a terrible husband and partner to his wife, and then the comments are like, I will say, he's not a good husband, but he is a good dad. I'm sorry. Let me make something very crystal clear. Little kids don't stay little kids forever. They become adults. They become adults who understand, who know what went on, and they hate you for what you did to their mother. Maybe when they are children, they appreciate the fact that you went to their soccer games and they're like, yeah, I have such a great dad because he's physically here. Cool. But that doesn't change the fact that when they grow up, they will never forgive you for what you did to their mother. How are you a good dad when you destroy the mother of your children? You're not thinking about your children when you're lying, cheating, abusing, doing everything under the sun to your wife, who is the mother of their children. And yes, like I said, somebody can argue like, you don't get it because you're not a parent yet. Okay, fair. However, I am a 30-year-old whose friends are still traumatized by their dad cheating on their mom, by their dad treating their mom like shit when they were little. They forever hold on to the resentment of what their dad did to their mom. I know men, grown men, 40-year-old men who are not yet married and will never be married because their dad traumatized them and tainted their view on marriage. They are so traumatized that they're like, nah, I would never get married. I'm never going to do that. Like, God forbid, like they're scarred for life because of what they saw in their parents' marriage. But we're going to justify it and give that man, the benefit of the doubt of like, you know what? He really is a terrible, terrible, awful partner. But he's a good dad. He went to their talent show. And the best part is like when the men say it, like when they're like holding themselves accountable and they're like, all I care about is my kids. Like, I know I messed up. I know I did the wrong thing. I know I'm a shitty partner or whatever, but like all I care about is my kids. I'll do anything for my kids. Well, you weren't thinking about your kids' future when you were doing all of the things that you should know are going to leave a really, really big scar on their lives. And come to think of it, I have never one single time heard that saying used in reference to a woman. I've never heard it be said, she's a bad wife, but she's a good mother. Why not? Because being a good mother is the bare minimum. Like, she's a mom, so she's just going to be a good mother. But being a good dad, that, like, now you get a gold star. Like, congrats. Here's your cookie for, like I said, going to your kid's fucking talent show.